Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Cassandra, owner of Honest Haven, and today I'm just going to do just a little video. So my final yoga presentation is this Saturday, and the way they have it set up is we're in groups of 5. So the sequence that we created, all 5 of us collaborated, and each of us only get to teach 10 minutes of our sequence, and it's a 60-minute long vinyasa flow, all levels, with about an 8.5-minute shavasana, and then a 3 or 4 minute introduction. So that leaves 10 minutes for each of us to teach a portion of the section. My portion is what they call the warming section. So the girl before me will do most of the talking for introducing all of us, explaining what the class is, and then she will go into Dharma and do a little bit of warming, stretching, breathing, and then it will be my turn to teach, and I will teach what they call the warming, so warming up your spine. So in order to prepare for that, I thought I would make a video. Videos help me really learn, and whether people like this or not, I don't care. It's more for me to be able to get it out there, hear how it sounds, and see if I need to tweak any of my cueing, any of my words. I also really enjoy the Dharma portion of yoga. And so for this particular video, I will actually be teaching the first 23 minutes because I really just love the beginning, and that would have been my choice of what I would teach, but working with a group of 5, you have to collaborate, and our challenge was to pick the section that we have the most trouble teaching. And for me, it's not particularly a section, it's more anytime we use left and right. I am dyslexic, and I have a couple other learning disabilities, and so mirroring somebody doing the opposite of what they're doing will probably never be something I can do. I am of course working towards doing that, but I don't think it'll be something I will ever be able to do. My brain just doesn't function that way. I have a hard enough time saying left and right when I'm looking at my left and right hand. And so, yeah, the rest of it is just being more confident in my cueing, and the only way to get better is practice. So, thanks for listening to me ramble. Let's begin. So, welcome. I'm so happy that you guys are here, and I'm Cassandra, and this will be a 60-minute all levels vinyasa flow, and in this case it'll be a 22-minute beginning opening flow to warm up your spine. You've already done what is the hardest part, and that is to show up. You have already done the hardest part, so if you do nothing else for the next 23-ish minutes but lay on your back on your mat, you've already done the hardest part. You've shown up, you're here. So I thank you for being here, and I thank you for putting yourself out there. We oftentimes, or at least I know I oftentimes feel alone. I feel by myself, I feel unconnected. Something we've learned through YTT training is that your physical heart actually radiates energy 9 feet in front of your body. So anytime you're out in public, you're at the grocery store, you're at the park, even driving in your car, 9 feet in front of you, you are connected to another human. You're connected to a tree, you're connected to an animal, 9 feet in front of you. So we're never actually truly alone. We just may need to move to be connected. So if you're watching this with a friend or a family member, take your arms out to a T, palms touching the person next to you. Feel their energy, feel the connection. All of us in this space are connected. We're here together. We've already all done this together. We've all made it to this point. This sequence will be a heart-opening sequence, and I'm going to ask you to look within without judgment. Release your palms and bring them to your heart center. Palms touching, thumbs touching your sternum near your heart. You can either close your eyes or have a soft gaze. Begin to notice your breathing without changing it. Begin to notice how you physically feel after being connected physically to the people next to you and around you. Notice without judgment. There is no right, there is no wrong. There is only noticing. Begin to bring awareness to your breath. Take an inhale through your nose, an open mouth exhale, and let it go. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. This time, inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. If it's comfortable for your throat, create a slight restriction in the back of your throat. This will make your breath sound like ocean waves. It's an Ujjayi Pranayama breath, the breath of connection, the breath of life, the breath of energy. In through your nose and out through your nose. Feeling that connection to yourself, that connection to your heartbeat. Noticing what it feels like to notice your breath. Either with a soft gaze or your eyes closed, release your palms to your knees. Inhale, reach them up towards the sky. On an exhale, release your right palm flat to the earth or your forearm. Extend your left arm up towards the ceiling, and on your exhale, bend towards the right. Creating a side body stretch. This is your first stretch. No need to go too deep. Notice how you're feeling. Is it feeling tight? Breathe into those sensations. Inhaling to reach towards the right side of the room. Exhaling to attempt to bend a little deeper. Noticing all the sensations that are coming up through your body. Inhale, lift your arms towards the ceiling. Exhale, release your left palm or forearm to the ground. Extend your right arm up towards the ceiling and reach it towards the left side of the room. Bending the left side of your body, creating a stretch on the right side of your body. Reaching your right fingertips towards the left side of the room. Your first stretch on the right side. Noticing if you're feeling tight. I know I am. Noticing how this first stretch feels. No judgment, only noticing and awareness. Inhale back up to center. Exhale, press your palms together and draw them down towards your heart. Inhale, release your palms to your knees. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, draw your chest through and up towards the ceiling for a seated cow pose. Exhale, draw your chin towards your navel for a seated cat pose. Inhaling to cow. Exhaling to cat. Inhaling to cow. Exhaling to cat. Taking 3 more rounds on your own, doing whatever additional movements feel necessary to your body at this point in time. That can be creating circles with your cat-cows. That can be adding in your head and your neck, rounding it out. Whatever is calling to you, this is your opportunity to do. Notice what your body is asking for. Notice what it's looking for. Giving you the space and the time to do what your body needs. When you've done about 3 or 4 rounds, come to stillness with your hands placed over your heart. Begin to come back to your breath, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose. Feeling the rise and fall of your chest, feeling your heartbeat. Release your palms to the ground. Roll over your knees. Walk your hands a few palm prints in front of you. Spread your legs as far as your mat width distance apart. Bring your big toes to touch and sit your glutes back towards your heels. Extend your hands and arms completely out in front of you, either resting your forehead, chin, or chest in between your arms onto your mat. This is child's pose. Here is where you may stay, or here is where you may come to at any point in class. You may come out of any pose at any time. This is your time. This is for you. Get out of it what you need. Resting in child's pose is very beneficial for your body if that is what you need. On an inhale, bring your palms closer together all the way to touch. Rooting your elbows into the ground with your arms still extended in front of you. Bring your palms up over your head while your forehead is still on the ground, landing with your hands, with palms together, resting your hands on the back of your head. Attempting to reach your armpits towards your mat. We're looking for a stretch in your upper arms and armpits with this. If this means interlacing your fingers behind your neck or onto your neck with your elbows attempting to draw towards each other, then switch your grip. If that means putting your chin on the mat instead of your forehead, please do so. You'll be here for 2 rounds of breath. On an inhale, release your arms back to the ground. Walk your hands about a palm print back. Tuck your toes and lift your hips up and back for your first downward facing dog of the class. Pedaling out your dog, creating any movement, any wiggles, anything that's calling to you in your first downward dog. If that's lifting one foot, if that's swaying from side to side, there's no right, there's no wrong. It's only noticing and giving your body what it needs. Coming to stillness, take an inhale through your nose and an open mouth exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Let's do that again. Inhale through our nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale, look forward in between your hands. Exhale slowly and with intention, walk your feet to your hands. Make sure you have your blocks placed directly in front of your feet. Inhale, lift your palms to the tops of your blocks set on the highest setting, bringing your torso to parallel with the mat. If your knees need to bend in order for your palms to be placed flat on the tops of your blocks, that is all right. This is your halfway lift. For the rest of class, when we do halfway lift, this is the position I want your knees to be in. Either use the blocks as a reminder, or you can place your palms on your shins as long as you keep that same bend for your halfway lift. Exhale, release your hands to your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring your palms to touch down at your heart center. Inhale, release your palms to the ceiling. Exhale, swan dive over your legs, bending at your torso, landing in a forward fold. Exhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, place your palms together and draw them down to heart center. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the ceiling. This time, grab your right wrist with your left hand. On an inhale, pull your right arm up towards the ceiling, scoot your hips towards the right, and bend towards the left. Inhaling to reach your arm towards the left, pulling with your left hand, exhaling to bend a little deeper. Remembering to breathe into sensation here. Remembering to notice. Remembering not to judge. Inhale back to center. Exhale, switch sides. Right hand grabs left wrist. Inhale, pull up towards the ceiling. Scoot your hips towards the left. And exhale, bend towards the right. Pulling your left wrist with your right hand towards the right and bending towards the left. Notice without judgment. Breathing into sensations. Inhale up to center. Exhale, place your palms together at your heart center. With your palms touching your sternum, feel your increased heart rate. Notice how you're feeling. Notice how your body feels. Inhale, arms up towards the sky. Exhale, swan dive over your legs, bending at your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, place your palms down on the mat and step back for plank pose. Shoulders over wrists, ankles over toes, and lifting up so that you have a more of a cat back shape than a cow. Noticing how you're feeling. Inhale, shift forward to your tippy toes. Exhale, slowly and with control, lower all the way to the mat. Resting forehead on the mat, take your feet and press them into the ground so much that you engage your quads, that your kneecaps lift up off the ground. Place your palms underneath your shoulders and press your palms into the mat, lifting your head, neck, and shoulders off the ground. Cobra. Exhale and release. Inhale, press your feet into the mat, Engaging your quads, lifting your kneecaps. Inhale, push up to cobra. Exhale and release. This time, pressing your feet into the mat, lifting your kneecaps off the ground. Lift your palms, head, neck, and shoulder off the ground for cobra. Exhale and release. This time, inhale, pressing the tops of your feet into the ground, lifting your kneecaps off the ground, pressing firmly with your palms into your hands, high cobra. Exhale and release. Laying one cheek to the mat, take an inhale and an exhale, coming back to your breath. Inhale, switch sides. Draw your other cheek to the mat and take an inhale and an exhale. This time, pressing your palms into the mat, tuck your toes under and press up into plank pose. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. This is where I leave you. I thank you for joining me. This warm-up sequence, in theory, would continue on. The next group member in my group, she starts teaching from down dog, and she teaches what's called the pathway to the peak. We're actually doing a peak pose. We'll be teaching dancer until she prepares the rest of the body for dancer. So I thank you for listening, and I thank you for watching. I did this for timing reasons as well, and it looked like I said, it's about 22 minutes. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys next time. This is my new space. This is my greenhouse that my husband and I have been working on for almost a year. You can hear my dogs barking outside. Yeah, so I'll be doing more of my yoga practices in here so that I get better at cueing and teaching, and so I appreciate you guys so much. Have a great rest of your day.